Imagine a battlefield where, on one side, stand the world's most powerful military forces, the United States and Israel, equipped with advanced fighter jets, billions of dollars worth of missiles, and the most sophisticated air defense systems on Earth. But the surprising part is that against this massive power stands a weapon that costs less than an ordinary car. And that small weapon is slowly beginning to change the entire equation of the war. Many military analysts are now saying that because of this drone, Iran has developed a new kind of warfare strategy.
Not with sheer power, but by using intelligence and economic pressure, an opponent can be pushed to the edge. When a drone that costs only a few $1,000s has to be stopped with millions, it's easy to imagine how dramatically the economics of war can change. At the center of this strategy lies one of Iran's unusual weapons, the Shahed 136 Kamikaze drone. Although at first glance, this drone may seem very ordinary. It doesn't look like a massive fighter jet or a terrifying missile, but the reality is this small weapon has quietly begun to change the concept of modern warfare over the past few years. For a long time, people believed that the more advanced and expensive a country's weapons were, the stronger it would be on the battlefield. But the Shahed 136 seems to be turning that idea upside down. Just think about it for a moment. The famous American Tomahawk cruise missile costs several $millions. Russia's K-101 cruise missile also costs close to millions. Even Iran's own Fateh 101 ballistic missile can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. But in the middle of all this appears a weapon that costs only a few $1,000s, sometimes even less than an old car. And that weapon is the Shahed 136 drone. And this is where the real secret of this drone's power begins. This drone is often referred to as a kamikaze drone or a suicide drone.
In military terms, it is also called loitering munition, because instead of striking directly like a typical missile, it can stay in the air for a long time, circling and searching for its target, like a hunting bird looking for prey. Some targets are not always visible. They appear for a short time and then disappear within seconds. That's why this drone can hover over an area for an extended period, waiting for the right moment. And when that moment comes, it suddenly dives down, destroying the target in an explosion, and destroying itself in the process. Another unusual feature of this drone is its sound. When it flies in the sky, its engine noise resembles that of a scooter. That's why it is sometimes referred to as a flying scooter. It uses a small two-stroke engine, similar to the kind found in scooters. That distinctive sound often creates fear among people, because when someone hears it overhead, they realize that something is coming. This drone is about 3.5 meters long, with a wingspan of around 3 meters, and its total weight is approximately 220 kilograms. At the front, there is an explosive warhead that can weigh between 30 to 50 kilograms. At the rear, there is a propeller that spins to push the drone forward. It uses a simple two-stroke gasoline engine, capable of producing around 50 horsepower, allowing the drone to fly at speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour. It doesn't require a separate cooling system. As it flies at high speed, the airflow itself cools the engine. To maintain stable flight, it has control surfaces at the back, while the wings are equipped with flaps and elevons that help it change direction. These are controlled by small servo motors. At the center of the drone is a small computer system that controls the entire flight. It also includes a GPS system that uses satellite signals to determine its position. If GPS fails for any reason, the drone relies on an inertial navigation system, where internal sensors calculate its speed and direction to keep it on course. In some cases, the drone can even detect radar signals. If it picks up signals from an air defense system, it can automatically move toward and attack that source. Destroying a radar can effectively blind an entire defense system. The drone is launched using a special launcher mounted on a truck. It sits on a launch rail at an angle, and a small rocket booster is used to propel it into the air. Once airborne and its main engine starts, the booster detaches automatically. This drone has a range of up to about 2,000 kilometers. However, its real strength lies in how it is used. It rarely attacks alone. Often, many drones are launched together, sometimes even hundreds at once. They don't all strike a single target. Instead, they split out and hit different targets. These drones usually fly at low altitudes, close to the ground, which makes them harder to detect by radar until it's often too late. While it is technically possible to destroy them, the biggest issue is cost. A drone that costs only a few $1,000s may require a missile worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars to intercept. For example, the Tamar missile used in Israel's Iron Dome system is significantly more expensive than this drone.
Using America's Patriot missile system increases the cost several times over. In simple terms, a cheap drone often requires a weapon many times more expensive to destroy it, and when hundreds of drones attack at once, even advanced defense systems can come under serious pressure. That's why many military experts believe the Shahed 136 is not just a drone, but a symbol of a new reality in modern warfare, a reality where weapons worth billions are being challenged by small drones costing only a few $1,000s. Many people have already heard that the stockpiles of interceptor missiles used by Israel and the United States are running low, because while Iran can produce these drones quickly and in large numbers, advanced interceptor missiles take much more time and money to manufacture. So ultimately, where this conflict is heading and what lies ahead is becoming increasingly predictable.
How did you like this video? Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can watch our upcoming videos as soon as they're uploaded and continue learning important and interesting things.